I guess I could probably figure this out. Maybe. Something. Nobody's here. Need a place to put this. You know, I need one of those. Oops. Just pump the cold air right in here, won't it? Oh! You scared the shit out of me. You're trying to shut my damn door. Hold this thing, will you?
Are you on live again?
Well, I just started it. I don't know if anybody's there. You tell me.
Somebody's there.
Hi. Boom!
That's my
Crazy.
brother-in-law.
Your brother-in-law was there? I didn't realize you had a brother-in-law.
Future
Yeah. Huh? Your sister's brother? Your future brother-in-law?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about who am I? So what are you up to? Oh, you should just bring him in here. You should just bring him in here. Yeah, sure. Turn him loose and then you hang out here with me for a little while.
As long as you're not gonna hang out with friends. And
Well,
I'll bring mommy home then, okay?
you did what, home?
I'll bring mommy home then, because she's busy with my driving.
Well, you drive like a drunk.
I don't drive like a drunk. Man, how about that nice
Right. Yeah, this is a beautiful hat. Here, we should put it on straight. So anyway, she just happened to be here. I'm gonna be working on.
I haven't even combed my hair.
You didn't comb your hair? Let me smell it.
Wet.
I got a fetish.
That's, alright, I'll bring William.
What the hell did you put in there? Laundry detergent?
Shut up!
It smells like laundry detergent. That's laundry detergent. No. Well, you can bring them in here. You're coming back, right? You're doing what? You're going to come back and pick him up after you drop your mom off, right? I can't have him that long. Then you're gonna have to, because I'm gonna be doing fire and other burning things. It's in my truck. I'll see you when you get back. Women, women. I am not buying a new skid steer. No. I did rebuild this hub, but I've got a problem with it, and I have to. Yeah, you're finding all my good stuff. Hold on a second here. I did this kind of half-assed on a whim. I should have probably been a little more prepared for the job that I'm gonna do. But you're just gonna have to deal with it until I show you what I'm doing. So, cool BTS smokehouse? BTS smokehouse. What the hell's a BTS smokehouse? I don't know what the hell that is. Audio sketchy. How about now? Is that better? Hold on a second. If I Minnesota Oliver Jam for another round. Here has a tumor. I don't know if you wanted me to say that or not, but he's got a tumor, and they're trying to get that thing under control. Hopefully he does okay. I know that, sometimes people don't want me to say stuff, but I said it anyway. Pray for him. He's a good kid. He's a really good kid. I enjoy him, and hopefully everything goes well. No audio, no sound. It's all dead now? Alright, let me plug in my headset again. Did it pop on? Alright, how about now? Is that... We lost audio, has a tumor. Yeah, you heard that. Shut off the Bluetooth. I just did. It's fine. I did. It's plugged in now. Is it working now? Good morning, Wes. Good, better. Okay, so you're just gonna have to be stuck. These are my earphone, my hearing aids. You're listening to my hearing aids. God, that's cold. Trump 2024, best regards from Poland West. Well, you know what? Hold on one second. You might be able to hear me better now that I'm over here, because my headset will travel sound. Hear you fine, good. Keep the hat off the ears, it works great. Well, that's about right. I do have my heater going, so it's probably picking that up. Yeah. So anyways, with this skid steer, I put it together last night, and I reused an O-ring which was useless. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? I didn't realize. Yeah, so I love this skid steer. I really do. I'd hate to have to replace it. I don't want to replace it. I don't want to throw it away. It's been reliable up until August of last year, 2019. Good golly, you'd think I'd have the right freaking thing here. My son did this to me? No, that shouldn't be loose. Why am I having the wrong damn one? Oh, I know why. Because some jackass put these things in here wrong. Who does this? Who does this stuff? Biden worth 2 cents. Let me tell you, I'm not even going to talk about the current situation with our so-called president-elect. I don't know that it would do me any favors monetarily anyway. You know, this way. It's got to be this one. It's got to be 7:30 seconds, maybe. Oh, 7:30 seconds does not fit. Time to trade it in? No, it's not time to trade it in. Well, let's put it this way. I had a little heart-to-heart with myself here. Do I really need to trade in? That's a 5/16. I'm gonna have to. Some jackass did me wrong here. One of my kids or workers, they screwed this all up. 8mm. There, that one goes there. This one here is a 1/4 inch. It's too big, won't fit. Yeah. It's got to be a 6mm one. And it's not. It's going to be a 7. 6, 7, 5. 5mm maybe. Now that's as close as it's going to get, maybe. Yeah. Jesus, Pete. I'm kind of distracted here, so give me a second. Biden's Pelosi and Clinton puppet, that's all. Well, I'm not going to talk about politics today. I'm just not going to talk about politics today. There's no point. The current situation with the U.S. government is that it's in disarray. There is, what is that? Somebody just come in here? What is that? I could have swore somebody just come in here. I'm probably not even going to continue this live stream because I just heard. Maybe not. Anyway, I don't want to talk politics. The election isn't over because there's a lot of things that are inconsistent. And I guess I will say one thing. Why are we using Canadian equipment, a Canadian company's equipment, to have our election with? And why are we using software that is designed by Venezuelans to cheat in an election for Hugo Chavez, people that started the smart count, or whatever they call that, smart something or other. Those people, why are we using their software to tabulate our election results? Don't we have smart enough people in the United States that can come up with these programs to do our own election with? I think we do, and I think we could. And I'm kind of on the. I kind of think that this is. Bill Gates didn't write this software. And they're starting to know about my tumor. Isn't the third time it's grown. This is the third time. The third time. I thought it was the second time. Danny, I thought it was the second. I guess I'm wrong. Are you doing more custom bailing, or are you doing expand at home? Both. Doing both. Expanding at home and over North Carolina. That job is getting bigger, which is good. I think I can survive with what we've got so far in North Carolina with the equipment that we've got. We can continue to do it. It's more reliable, John Deere Auto Quad or Power Quad IVT. Okay, so this is actually kind of funny that somebody would ask me that question. What do I think about the IVT auto power, auto quad or whatever? No, it was found when I was in 5th grade and was the size of a Super Ball. No shit. Something about that big. That's big, dude. The second time it was much larger, wasn't it? Now, Trump has not conceded, and I don't think that he should concede until all legal options are exhausted. And anybody that thinks that Biden wouldn't have done the same is delusional. Hold on one second. So anyway, the thing with the election that gets me is when you find out that we're not even using American software. And the other thing was, you know, way back when I'm not reachable. Oh shit. Yeah. Well, so I may have a problem here that I'm going to have to address with a little different tactic. I don't know. I'm going to be building a tool specific for this job. What I'm doing is I'm taking the plate off of this hub again because I have a problem with leak. I've got a leak. I don't need a leak. The transmission is your more reliable John Deere Auto Quad Auto Power IVT. All right. Each one of those transmissions, thanks for reminding me what I was talking about because I get distracted easily. Shop lights are great. The difference, or the thing that I like, the transmission that I like the most, and I'm pretty sure you can hear me. Tell me if you can hear me when I get back here. Can you hear me okay when I get back here? The transmission that I enjoy the most right now is actually the IVT. Now, for what I do, the transmission that works best for my operation, believe it or not, is the IVT auto power, if you want to call it that, or whatever you want to call it, because I'm constantly adjusting my speed. Now that E23 transmission that everybody was over the moon for when they first came out, and then for some reason they didn't do as well as people liked, they're no longer available. That E23. Not doing that. They're doing something different. How many hours do I have on IVT? I don't know. I spent a lot of time in the cab, so all of them the 2 tractors that I have, 3 tractors that I have that are IVT, everybody loves them. My dad likes the 6210R. I like the 8530, 7530. They're IVTs, and I like them. Now, if you're going to be doing heavy work, like they call in Europe draft work, or plowing and chisel plowing and things like that, the IVT really, it's a more expensive transmission to run, fuel-wise, whereas a power shift, like something like I don't know what the John Deere's power shift is, 24 speed power shifts now, I think. Those would probably be better for that. But as far as the IVT is concerned, for my job, for what I'm doing, IVT is, in my opinion, the best transmission that I could be using. So if you ask me what I think of the transmission, it's IVT all the way. And I thought I saw a car or something come in. Did Lewis get out of here? All right, good. So he's gone. Where's your grandfather? Huh? Okay. Man, we're going to have problems here. So if you're going to run hay equipment, or you're running drills or planters, IVT is for you. The 7810 would run the baler. I would have to get a totally different power takeoff shift because it's a small 1000. And yeah, this is going to suck because A, I can't see what I'm doing there, and B, I got to come up with a picker that goes underneath that. So that, hold on, I will continue to talk while I'm away from my phone. So if you're going to run like heavy draft work, you're going to want to use a power shift over the IVT. That's my personal opinion. Whether I'm right, wrong, or indifferent, that's just my idea. But for what I do, and a lot of people do, planting tractors, you're going to loader work. If you're running a loader, then IVT is definitely the way you want to go. And yes, that will come up. If I could just get my damn picking son of a bitch underneath it. You know that, Tim?
What is it, leaking?
It's leaking. Oh. So, that stupid snap ring is, I can't see it. That stupid snap ring. Hey, Timmy Turner? This isn't Timmy Turner, it's Tim Pandy. You know, a lot of people are saying that William looks a lot like Timothy. They're brothers. What would you think? Now, Teresa's not his mother. Although, she takes care of you like she's your mother, doesn't she? She sees to it that Tim doesn't get into too much trouble. That's what Teresa's job is. And that's what she does. Tim's good at getting into trouble, right, Tim? Oh my God, this thing. So, what do you do when you can't get that son of a bitch off? Curse and swear?
Yes.
Where's the plate off of that one over there? Do you see it? Is it there? I gotta see if there's a... Flip it over. Okay, flip it back. See that thing there?
Yeah.
You suppose that plug is hitting the center shaft? Causing that thing to be stuck on there, being like really stubborn and stupid?
I think so.
I'll bet you money. And it might be. I don't know if it is or not. What the fuck? Excuse my language. That's not going to come out of there very easy, you know that? Would I be held up to custom... Hold on, what was that question? Would I think you hold up to doing custom manure hauling, road, and heavy loads? Yeah. You just got to know where the brake pedal is. You see, IVTs do not hold back the tractor in any fashion or form. They just don't. They're not really designed to hold the tractor back like a... Nope, that has nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay.
What?
I'm watching the stream, but I'm reading the comments.
Well, then you ask me the questions that... What's the baby boy's name? My son's William. William's name. William's his name. William Edward. Wes, are you and Tim going to build a wooden speedboat? Why would I build a wooden speedboat? That's a weird question. Has somebody said that I'm going to build a wooden boat? I don't think so. Oh my God! So, what the hell are we going to do to get that thing out of there?
How old is William?
2. You could ask him, he'll tell you he's 2. You can ask him his name, he'll tell you because he's 2. William's a character, that little guy.
Michael W., thanks for the answer. What about oil? How often do you change an engine 300H transmission to 1,000?
Huh? The transmission oil?
Yeah.
In those IVTs? Read the manual. I think it's something like, I don't know, 800 to 1,000, 1,200, something like that. I remember reading about how often you're supposed to change it. I've changed my oil, and so has the John Deere dealer when they had it back, because that tractor has been back to Deere Mother Deere had to take it back a couple of times. There's some work that needed to be done. So what do you do if you can't pick the little son of a bitch out? Right? Oh, yeah. TDI. What's the difference between John Deere 7810 and a 7800? It's a serious difference. Still has the same engine in it. No, 7800 has the same engine as the 4960 has in it, whereas the 7810 has an 8.1 liter. That's a difference. What's you up to nowadays? Is he not working for you? He's working for a landscraper. Huh?
I do not stop. I did not stop on YouTube. I still post little by little.
Little stuff in there. Yeah. If YouTube's not your thing, then you don't do it, right? It's like, why the hell, again, will that thing not come out? I mean, it took a lot to get it in there last night, but I don't think it should be this hard.
Turn the old John Deere into a wheelie tractor.
What old John Deere? We don't do wheelie tractors. You know, once upon a time when I was a kid, I went to Christian school, right? Baptist Town Baptist Church, Baptist Town Christian School. And, yeah, I can't say that I was the best Christian in the world. But, anyway, the headmaster, I was being bad. And the headmaster says, you know, you operate tractors and things for your dad on the farm, right? I was like, oh, yeah, I do. And he says, so if you were operating a tractor the way you're acting here in this school, do you think your dad would be happy with you? And I was like, probably not. So I kind of got reprimanded there too. I'm going to ask you to do this. Why don't you take this thing here? I need you to get a hammer, and I'm going to have you smack that. Hold and smack, drop the stupid phone. Alright, whatever, you're going to act like a ding-dong. And you're going to hit it with what? Smack that in there. I'm going to try to get this. Hold on, not so aggressively. I can't get that ring out of there. And if I can't get that ring out of there, this thing is just not going to seal up. When I put it in there, I think the O-ring jammed me up. I think the O-ring jammed it up, and it's not in the right spot. Nope, ain't gonna work. What was that, your foot? This is not making me very happy. I mean, I could put it all back together again, put oil in it, and run it until it's like ready to, you know, just keep checking the engine or the transmission oil in it.
One's up, one's down.
Yes, one's up and one's down. This is the spare one that I have. See this? So how do you deal with that when it's like a piston ring? What are you working on? Get a bigger hammer. Well, if it was a Chevy, I'd go get a bigger hammer, but it's not. It's a skid steer. So in order to get that out of there, I'm going to need to figure out why it won't come off. I mean, I put new gear sets in here, and they're probably not worn in enough to do it. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put it back together again. Nobody bought the Fordson that I have now. I tried to sell it a couple times. There was a fellow that was out on Long Island or whatnot, and he wanted to buy it. And I sent him a message, and he never responded back. And then he kept saying, hey, when can I come get this thing? I'm like, dude, I can only tell you can come get it tomorrow so many times before I get tired of it. Yeah. So Tim, get me some of that engine oil, or that transmission oil. Not transmission oil, gear oil. So, but yeah, so that's what happened. I got tired of telling this guy that, hey, you want it, come get it. You know, that kind of a thing. It was just annoying. So anyway, that's what happened there. Did I put that in there? Yes. So yeah, I still have it. I don't need it. Let me sit here. Tim's gonna do this oil thing because I'm tired of it. How many hours on the 8530 and 8120? I don't know. I haven't looked lately. It's been a while since I looked. Good evening from Scotland. That's cool. Thumbs up, everybody, if you're liking what's going on here. Timothy's getting ready to put gear oil into that hub. It's leaking. It was leaking around the seal that I put in there, and there's only one other thing I could use to seal. I could clean it up on the outside, silicone the damn thing. That's why you pay people, right? You pay people to do jobs for you. I find myself impatient with my employees at times. So I actually need to tell Grant that he's not coming today. I don't need him today. At least I don't think I need him. Why is that door open all of a sudden? Huh. Ghosts. I could use. There's a 2500 Chevy on the farm. Used to have a 2500 Chevy. There's a 1500 GMC there. The 2500 we got rid of. My grandmother crashed it back in 2008. 2008, I think. Yep. Yeah, it's not time. I got to get work done. We're building stuff this time of year. I just got done building that hay fork. We're going to be working on another project that I think that I should be able to sell pretty easily. Those hay forks, if anybody's interested in those sons of bitches are great. My goddamn computer is not functioning properly. You need to put about 2 of those in there. How many tractors you imported is worth the trouble? Yeah, it was for me. I saved about $100,000, but right now it's not an export. It's not an importer's market right now. So, yeah. But that's it. They're still going to build a hay rake, Wes. Yeah, well, that's in the plans. And the thing with that is, when I build it, I have to trademark it, and I've got I got somebody drawing the plans. I'm working on getting somebody to draw the plans. I've contacted them, and it's going to be expensive. It's not cheap to do that stuff. And when I do that, then I certify and trademark. Nobody builds a hay rake like I want to design. Nobody. My website is no longer functional. I shut it down. It just wasn't worth the trouble. They were charging me like $60 a month to have the website. Didn't have time to do the clothing that everybody wanted. Teresa was doing it. I shut the website down because I got a bill for like $400 for my annual upkeep, which I felt to be rather ridiculous. So not only did it cost me $720 a year for the website itself, $720 a year for the website, and then they're going to hit me for $400, $700, $800, $900, $1000, $1,100 a year for a website that I'm making nothing on, really, literally nothing. It wasn't worth it to me. So there you go. You get it in? Both of them? Alright, so what I think I'm going to do is seal it from the outside. I've got that RTV, that black RTV cement.
I've got new ones at what I was down.
When were you down at Napa? What are you doing down there today?
Getting little rags, like paper rags, not the red ones.
Yeah, the red ones are a waste of time. Wait a minute, somebody has something. Then it costs you nothing, only power. What is that? Maybe you can host your website at home. I don't know how the connection over is. I don't even know how to do that. I'm a farmer. I'm not a computer programmer. I mean, I can get around my computer pretty okay. If I could host my own website, then I would, but I don't know how. I don't know how. I would need somebody to do it, and no matter what, it's going to cost me thousands of dollars. And honestly, I just don't. I came out of a Roscoe Brown Bear. From the Roscoe Brown Company. Alright, well, let me do this here. Get back onto this. Find me some RTV cement there, Tim. Larry and Patty have COVID. Larry and his wife Patty, Patricia, They have COVID. You dump that into the heater. He's really sick. Really sick.
Schemberger?
Yeah.
Oh.
He says, Wesley, you don't want this. You know how he is. And
I didn't know he had it.
I didn't either until today. Good morning. Well, actually, Cody is on his way down to Fazio's to pick up the steel to build a welding table, an 8x8 welding table, because we're going to need it for the projects that we're going to be doing. Who just went out? It's Tim. The bale spears are working wonderfully. They work really good. As a matter of fact, I had the weight of that bale spear will take away from the amount of bales you can carry. No, I mean, it's negligible. That bale spear may be 400 pounds, 300 pounds. The bottom steel, the bottom piece there, is still 3x3 channel, but it's 5/16, 5/16 inch thick. I think the next table, or the next bale spear that we make, will be 3/8 inch thick steel instead of the 5/16. But yeah, 3/8 inch thick at the bottom. Not that I feel that it is weak. It's just I want to make it tougher. Are you trading your skid steer and are going to get another John Deere skid steer? If I buy another skid steer, it will be a John Deere. Yes, I will be buying another John Deere because, let's face it, I had good luck with this. I got 2,600 hours on this one before a major problem. And after that, you put 2,600 hours on something, it's not bad at all. I mean, that's a good run. So, yeah, the hubs on this, when I bought this thing back in 2011, some of you may or may not, what do I need that for? Some of you may or may not have been here on this channel back then. But if you were, I bought this in 2011 for a specific job. That specific job, give me the old one, so I'm not going to open up a new package.
That is the only old one.
No, it was open. Oh, okay, good. Do me a favor, get me the air blower. I want to blow the dirt that I'm raking off of here. Ouch. Just a little bit of air. And then I put a joystick controller. Yeah, new joystick controllers. There is no computer. I never had to put a new computer into this thing. New joystick controllers and these hubs. Now, I just rebuilt this hub that I'm working on right now. I put brand new gears in it, and it should be fine. It should be just fine. So, it should be fine. The ring gear was perfectly fine. And what happens with these things is they start getting a little bit of slap and slop in them. And a lot of guys would not change the oil in these hubs very often. And when that happens, that's when you have superheating of the oil, and it just causes major problems. And look at that. And oil is in there. So you don't want to superheat the oil. It burns out the seals, causes extreme problems with the. It causes extreme problems with superheating the oil. This causes extreme problems with the gears because the gears start getting a little messed up. You don't want messed up gears because once you mess up those gears, they start getting some space in between them, then they start slapping.
Hey, I don't want to see that again.
What?
Teletubby Tim.
Yeah, who did that? You can block them. Where are they?
Little Buck Ridge.
What is it?
Little Buck Ridge.
Which Buck Ridge? Where are you? Because you know what? We're not calling names here. Where are you at? Because you are just getting ejected. You know what that is? Blah. Put user in timeout. So, Mr. Little Buck Ridge, Goodbye. So, there you go. I hate that. And you can just go fuck right off, because we're not talking like that. I'm the only one that's allowed to call him that stuff.
Yes.
You know? And I wouldn't call him that anyway. Not lately.
No.
I did ask you if you were pregnant the other day, though, didn't I? But that was kind of just a comedic moment, you know? A lot of people
Band hammer.
Yeah, the band hammer, yeah. I'm not fucking around. That sounds like Grandpa, which is good, because that means he's done what he's doing. And what I really, truly want to do with this thing is get it up on that trailer on the 7810 and go get that damn hay that's in the field yet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And your grandfather can follow you over. You know where you're going.
Yeah, Featherbed Lane.
Huh?
Featherbed Lane.
Yeah, Featherbed Lane. So, the band hammer. That's kind of funny. The band hammer. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Anyway. Any plans with the 4320? It's in the back of the shop there. I mean, there's a lot of things that I got to do in my life, and that's not one of them at this moment. I just got a lot of catch-up work to do from being... I still have hay to make, believe it or not. We're supposed to be going into what they call a winter drought.
What is that exactly?
Huh?
What is that exactly?
What?
A winter drought.
Dry weather in the winter?
Oh.
It can be cold and dry. You know, that's a winter drought. So we go into a winter drought, then we'll be able to get onto this ground. I do have that corn fodder that's got to be picked, chopped up, and I probably should go up there today. Me and Teresa can get in the motorhome and take a ride up there and see what it's like, you know, what it looks like. But yeah, you know, there's a few things that I have to do, but I got to get caught up on stuff. And Cody, when he gets back here, he can start welding on that table. It's going to be extremely heavy. He wants 3/8 plate steel. That's expensive, charged by the pound. But I think that was your grandpa that came in.
Yep.
All right, so my cue to go.